Everybody, Yophi here, just coming to you with an update. I did not get to post the video this weekend. I was trying to do my first podcast, but it was postponed. So look forward to that. It's going to be great. We're going to hit some good topics with my guests. So just keep praying on that. We are making the transition. But I did want to give you a little update as to what's going on. We do know that in my country, a lot of voting has been going on, so I did want to talk to you guys about that, give you guys a little testimony of what I'm doing. Today was the first day that I voted in 8 years. I did not vote in the last presidential election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, and I did not vote in the previous one between Barack Obama and, was it John McCain? So I chose not to. The last president I voted for was Barack Obama, and that was during his first term. However, when I started doing some research, I started seeing that the policies that he was doing was not particularly Christian, and it wasn't a popular thing to say anything against that. Churches didn't want to hear it, and you get called a lot of names. I say, what about this? This doesn't seem to be good for free speech. What about this? This doesn't seem to be good. And then you get called, Coon and Uncle Tom and all of these names because you were asking questions. So I just kind of stayed out of the political arena. And then when it came time to vote again, I did not want to vote for him because the things that he was doing, it just did not line up with who I was as a Christian. So I went to my pastor at the time and showed him all of the policies and just let him know where I stood and asked what to do for advice. And I was told to vote for Barack Obama anyway. He is the lesser of two evils. And I disagreed. I just said I can't vote to put an evil person in place. I need something more than that. But I just said, as the pastor, go ahead and do it. And sad to say, I was actually a little disobedient because I just refused to actually vote, period. I could not separate who I was as a Christian and my politics. I did not want to leave my Christianity at the door and then just think this is a political thing, so it's different. So I didn't vote. I did not vote, and I heard a lot of flack from that. You're not going to make a change. You're not going to do all this. And then I was bringing up Romans about we're supposed to be praying. Jesus wasn't out there trying to change the government. He was out there changing the people, and then the people who make up the government would change the government. So that's where I was. Then the next was obviously Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. I did not want to vote for Donald Trump, and I also did not want to vote for Hillary Clinton, so I once again chose not to vote. So when you talk about not voting, I understand for those people who don't want to separate who they are from the voting. They don't want to just vote because it's the thing to do. I see people posting on social media and all of that. If you did not vote, understandable. Don't let anyone bully you into making you vote or making you do this. It's peer pressure. If your heart is not in it, then don't do it. Because in truth, the country's not going to change because you pushed a button or circled in a bubble. These people in the government are there for a reason. And they might say that they're going to do one thing, but they might do another thing. There's a lot of puppeteering going on. So if you really want to make the change, I recommend that you go next door. Love your neighbor. That's what Jesus said. He didn't say change the government, right? That's what the people were trying to do back then, Judas and Peter. They were talking about changing the government. They thought that Jesus was going to change the government. Judas betrayed Jesus because of those types of things. They were zealots, right? So I'm not saying not to vote. What I am saying is, don't be ashamed if you didn't. Also, if you did, you voted for who you voted for. Don't let people bully you into making you vote for somebody. You know where you stand, and wherever you are with Christ, that's where you are with Christ. I appreciate those who did vote. I appreciate those who didn't. I understand both sides, and you know what? At the end of the day, let's find a way to work together. Alright, this is my update. I hope to see you guys very soon with that podcast. We're going to be talking about some of the issues that are hitting churches in America, and hope you enjoy that. It's coming up real soon. Alright guys, peace.